Thank you so much, Kembe Gochi. Very, very lovely report there. And big good morning to all of the Baka people watching us this morning. I have someone right next to me who has a friend who is also Baka, but it's good you get to know him first. He's a senior translator engaged in the promotion of national languages and cultures. He's Pierre Zac Nkada. Memakri. Aha, you're welcome to Feeling.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you said you have a friend who is Baka, right?
Yes.
And how is your relationship with him? I'm sure he keeps life really simple.
Yeah. I have a Baka friend. Yeah, his name is Julio.
Yes.
Julio Mempola. Yeah, a very nice person. Yeah, he's like my elder brother.
Okay.
Yeah, so Julio is a very, very, very nice person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just looking at what Kembe Gochi presented to us, they keep life really simple.
Yeah.
They appreciate each other. The community life is something that we have to learn from. And also the fact that they are rooted in their culture, and it's something that you absolutely love.
Yeah.
What about our culture as Cameroonian? Are you rooted to, or do you love?
Hi. Thank you, Patience, for the question. I'm absolutely fond of African cultures, especially Cameroonian cultures. Yeah, and that's even the reason I decided to dedicate all my research to local languages. Yeah.
Okay, so what is it about the culture don't you want us to let go of? Because you're young, you can evolve. The world is a global village, but you are intentional in holding on to your roots. Why?
Okay, thank you once again. That comes from that love. Yeah, really comes from my supervisors.
Okay.
Yeah, when I was anyway, my supervisor there at the university. Yeah, because we wanted to work from English to French, or from French to English as a translator. Yeah, as we usually see. But one of them, Dr. Umaru Malmazu. Yeah, from I think the Far North region. Yeah, advised me. He told me, Zach, what do you bring? Like, what do you teach to English people or to French people? Whereas our national languages are there dying.
Yeah.
So that day I stood like this and I said, sir, I'll follow your advice. And then that's the reason I decided to start working on African languages. And let me tell you, Patience, I was also like, I was ashamed of the fact that I can speak English, I can speak French, I can speak German, I can speak Chinese. But I had difficulties, difficulties to feel comfortable when speaking my mother tongue.
Oh, wow.
So, and how many young people are like me, you see, ashamed of speaking their languages, identify themselves as French speaking or English speaking. So I decided to dedicate all my life to learning and to advocating for African languages, more precisely our indigenous languages.
Yes. Yeah. So what used to cause that shame? That shame in speaking your local language? What caused that shame?
Personally, I was ashamed of the fact that I didn't master the language.
Okay.
Yeah, very well.
Yes.
I didn't master the language very well. But when coming to writing, I scored best results.
All right. And I like the fact that you identified the problem that you had. You didn't know how to speak it. Instead of sitting in that zone of, oh, I don't know and I'm sad. You decided to learn. And today you can speak Iton.
Yeah.
You can speak Bulu.
And I can subtitle.
And you can subtitle it.
Yes.
So let's talk about the work you did, your research work.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Okay. My research work was entitled Promoting Sustainable Development Goals. Yeah, in African languages, on the subtitling of SDG quality education in Iton language. Yeah, you see. And as I said, Iton language, Iton is my mother tongue. And if you've noticed, I've been saying Iton, not Iton.
Right.
Yeah.
I was confused with that.
Yeah.
Why is it Iton and not Iton?
Yeah, okay. It comes from the fact that there is a committee called CODELI, in French, Comité de développement de la langue Iton. who pleaded, and they are saying it is not Iton because in my mother tongue, if I want to say that I'm an Iton, I would say Menumo Iton. You see?
Yeah.
Menumo Iton. So they said, you know, white or French people and English people are the one who brought like their cultures to our country.
And could not pronounce it.
Yeah, exactly. So they said Iton. So now Kodeli said, I had a meeting with them last year on the 30th of June. Yeah, and this is where I learned it, and I decided to adopt that pronunciation and that word Iton and not Iton in order to promote our national languages. Yeah.
And then tell us more about the research work.
Okay, so I was supervised by Professor Valentino Banaco, who is an English speaking and senior translator and professor, and by Dr. Umaru, as I told you, who is from the farmer. Can you imagine? So I was working on Iton, but supervised by people from
different regions. What I want to know is why focus on sustainable development goals? Okay,
thank you once more. You know, Patience, since sustainable development goals were set up by the member states of the UN, many countries, especially African countries, are not even aware of the existence of sustainable development goals. You see, since they were adopted.
Especially in rural areas.
Yeah, especially in rural areas. Can you imagine even the recent NDS, right? If you've noticed, if you have that image, pay attention to the image.
NDS, you have to say it in full.
Yeah.
In the recent?
I said the National Development Strategy.
Great.
You see? And you will notice that if you look at the tile, the other tile, you see? It's a tile it's made of SDGs, I mean.
Yes.
You see? So, and if you get deep into the NDS, you notice that most of what is written inside is linked to SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals.
Yes.
Patience, let me tell you that I'm sure you have noticed that the President of the Republic has been appointing more ladies, right, in our services and so on and so forth. That is SDG number 5. Gender equality.
Yeah. But you chose to focus. Let's look at what you chose to focus on. Quality education.
Yeah.
Why that?
Okay, thank you. I decided to focus on quality education because we all know that those from rural areas, right, most of the time they feel like abandoned or left apart there, that they are not taking care of them, you see, and they feel frustrated when they're in front of somebody who comes from the city. So I decided to promote SDGs in our local languages in order for them to be aware of that international policy,
of the importance of these sustainable development goals.
Why quality education? You see, most of the time in our villages, when, for example, a young girl is pregnant, when she delivers, she stops going to school. That's not normal. You see? Also, it's also to let the community know, international community and national community know that we need to pay more attention, right, to education, to the quality of education in our villages.
So you translating the sustainable development goals into Iton, how is that going to profit the people, the rural people?
Okay, thank you. I would say that, first of all, when you hear that an international policy was translated into your mother tongue, you feel like considered. You feel considered that So could we also do this in our language? And you notice that it's also prestigious. Yeah, that our national language is also prestigious. And also, in order to teach them SDGs, not in English, not in French, but in their mother tongue. That's
okay, so if you're just joining us in conversation with Pierre Zac Nkada, he's a senior translator engaged in the promotion of our national languages and cultures, and he just sort of translated the sustainable development goals and subtitled them into the Iton, Iton language. Hopefully that people who have not been exposed to this before will know exactly what the world is looking at concerning quality education. Well, thank you for joining us. We're going to take a break right now and discuss in English. From Iton, we're going to learn English because that's one of our national languages. You have to learn how to communicate properly, and we have this lot called Grammar Police.